playing the advantage, playing the numbers, and just playing their regular positions here, where this looks to be very deadly where Supamen's currently at.
Neptune and Shanks with the ghost, which means util is going to be a little low on that side. They still have a star or so. Superman is still just hanging out. He's been listening. He's been waiting. And Shanks is going to be first contact just about every time here.
And off the sound of the orb, Supamen peeks out and does get the first kill there outside A main, but it's quickly traded out by Genghsta. We're fighting back here towards the A main side with the lurk from Ziff on catwalk. Though we do have a high-low stack for the defenders of Rise. Door's about to be closer. We are committing into the site. Nice setup here from the Killjoy utility from Poised. That's another to fall, but now stuck inside Generator is going to be Scuba, and Ziff was trying to block down the defender spawn. Didn't work out, and Rise, they hold and anchor both sides of this ascent map.
Genghsta coming in very methodical here to make sure the bonus from Rise actually doesn't do too much damage. It should be Knight's round here. Oh, they're walking into the trap again, though.
Logs is not being checked, though. Poised is going to get one kill, but that's not going to be allowed to actually activate the Killjoy utility towards B main. But then Shanks and Dereks comes in to work. They're pushing in on a fast rotate, leaving just like that Scuba on his own. It's a 1 versus 1 right after. Neptune still has the Spectre to work with. 25 seconds left on the clock with the spike being down on the sidewalk. Scuba now picks it up. Creeping in slowly here as he knows that Neptune's playing towards this market side. And Neptune's just going to play the time into his favor. Why? He still has a fragment. He still has a flash. He's going to let Scuba plant.
How hectic did that become, Vans? We just saw one of the flashes come out, and now he's going to attempt from lane. He commits.
Behind the boxes, he's looking at the wrong angle, and Neptune's able to come out. The headshot on the kill, the 1v1 win for Neptune, and the defuse is going to come in on top of that and get so far pushed up towards B main side. And now the rotation's coming back right at him. He's about to peek out, and that's the first one to fall, and that's going to be Ban, the Jet on the other end to fall, and he's able to escape unscathed.
Rise is so good at making sure they have the first etch, that first tick on the round, going in their favor once they can get the operator online. They see his shoulder, see if they keep going for it. He's got to back into sight, a tricky position now for Shanks, as it looks like they want to do a little bit of a commit here towards B. Do they do it fully with Scuba mid?
Nanoswarm on the staircase as Neptune flashes himself and runs right into it, but there are shock darts coming in from the defender side, and that's Derek in the back. Shanks is going to be on his own. He does have Blade Storm. Frosty and Scuba, 20 seconds left on the clock. They have to commit to the site. The right-click close range does not pay off. Frosty does get the upper hand, and finally the Knights put the first point on the board.
Doesn't matter.
Nice little bait there to allow Ban to get the kill onto Shanks, but Neptune retaliates back. Ban still gets control of mid-side and gets a third one there up onto Neptune.
Can Ban do it?
He's
Can Ban do it?
Right on mid-side, but he gets stopped finally by Superman. It's a 2v1. Spike is now picked up with both of these players pushing in towards the tree side, towards A site. Superman's walking right. He's trying to do whatever he can to try to delay for a bit, recalling his stars to start. As he waits for these to come back, the door is closing in. This is going to be difficult because window broken, he's going to get hurt. Door broken, he's going to get hurt. So where are the last two players going? Towards Hell side, where the drop has to come in and they just have the crossfire set up. So very difficult task right now for Superman to get this. Expecting a self wall, a self boost from Ziff. Good game sense there for Superman. But that clock is dwindling down. Near explosion, and they play out in the open, and that was all done thanks to Ban.
Yes. After a bit of noise towards A, they get this alt orb, so they start up again.
That's the crazy part
That's
of it,
the lockdown.
because you said last round they had 5 ults to work with, and it was do or die with the shares, but they're able to save so many right now to actually push into a gun round. Still one gets detained, but it's still a turret that gets the first blood onto Frosty, so it's still Rise at the top. And rising from the ashes, it's also Ziff with that res onto Frosty. And now here it comes, the counter. Neptune pushing through.
Oh,
that's
Neptune.
2 kills for him as he goes with the null command. And you're seeing this lockdown on the defender side, pushing outside the attack. That's 2 guys moving through. The res to come out once again, and Ziv just spams him from A main. At least that's audio cue for 1 player. Lost orbs on the ground, and we're just going for the full defuse.
Oh no!
From the Knights is towards this A site. Frosty is going for lineups. The execution's in. It's going to be an open site. 1 at the doorstep, but it's pushed back by Nanoswarm itself. Ooh. This is going to be a 5-on-5 retake coming up.
I like the speed here. Knights really can't give too much respect to the side of Rise, knowing that they will be on a bit of an eco. Vulnerable is Shanks, and they know he's on the flank here. No, they don't. Oh, late call.
At least it's traded out, and Ziff has a res with that on top. So the rest right now of Rise 3 up towards Heaven's side.
Dear.
And it's just so much going on. So many stars, so many nebulas. It's walking down the vision, and finally, we're just going to run through it. But we're getting mowed down by Scuba, and he's just dancing around. That makes it easy. That makes the Knights on the comeback. We have an 8-4 scoreline, so it's a 3-2 split. 2 players now for Rise, forced to fall back and play in the back of Garage. What do you do this with the Knights? Are we holding back, pushing towards spawn? No, we're fighting inside the site. Here comes Poised, but his teammate's falling down. He's now on his lonesome in the back. He does manage to get the first one. But that is going to be it. A 3-on-4 with the advantage of Knights with a spike plan going in at a safe spot. Not really planning for anybody that tries to push back forward. They potentially have to all stay back here inside the site.
What a dominant one. The last time they backed off, went cat all the way to Heaven, right on A. This time they just allow Van to go right through. He's been feeling it a bit. Shock dart double hit. What a nice gravity well.
Had some damage on the Shanks and Superman to dash in right now from Shanks. A nice flash, though, for Neptune. He's on his lonesome. Fragment in the back. 2 versus 1 looking for this clutch, and it's not going to happen as Scuba.
Sights like a vault. Because I feel like Rise is feeling like they can't give an inch to Knights here. Looks like, oh, that's a great start from Ban. He didn't get an inch of mid.
Yeah, they gave him a lot, actually, at this point, because that's actually a lot of utility down with this KO out. And now as we're fighting it forward, the right click comes in a chest of poise, and that's another to fall. And only 3 players alive now for Rise. This wall is so cumbersome right now on Catwalk side.
Cat's a non-existent. You have to break through it twice. That's fun. No, no, thank you. And still, the awkward angles you have to push through give the opponents on defense a little bit of help. Scuba. Long-range frenzy. Van gets taken down by Superman there as it's going to be a push towards mid. Superman trying to grab ground, but they really don't have the space to do so. Oh. That was clean for Knights here.
That's the crazy part. Because
mid, sorry.
They predict that this alarm bot's going to push back the attack back towards mid side. So it pops up. The nanoswarms are going to come out at the same time. But Rise are going to say, we're just going in. So there's only one player in the back. That great gravity well with the nanoswarms onto the ground. Frosty, though, is only able to get one. As the rest of Rise are still pushing in, but the spike is down, has to be picked up. Now watching towards the tree lines is going to be Shanks dropped by Genghsta. Wall is about to get broken up as soon as we get the reload in. The plant is coming down. Still have a shock dart available for Derek. But the players are pinned inside the site. 2 players flanking from the Knights towards A main. Superman, though, still dwindles down to defense, at least in the A site for now. And there is that triangle formation back on the defensive line. 2 players pushing forward, and that is going to be the Sherry's flanks. It's going to gun down the opposition on the pulse plant hold, and that's the Knights going to win this bonus round.
The information grabbed there by Ban. He was B main, which means nobody else is. Alarm bot now is going to get the rotation back over. Oh, wow. Frosty got into position real quick to defend Boathouse.
That's what we wanted. The push, the fake into the mid side. We run back towards Catwalk, and who it is? Zip. We caught him off guard. No swarms on the ground, but we still have Scuba in the back of the site. Easily traded out, but Gangsta's back on the rotate at Catwalk Garden.
Ooh.
Another one to fall here as the flash goes towards Heaven, at least to get the plant down. Still a disadvantage going in for Rise. Planet for A main. Only Neptune there, about to get flanked briefly by Ban as the gap is closing down on this flank. We're going to wait here for this recon dart to come out towards the A site, and then you'll see this come through. Timing on that one. You're so focused on this recon dart. So Superman on a 3 versus 1. Back stuck towards Hellside. First drop coming in and a double swing out into the defense. At least information is there that the Killjoy is playing towards the B side. We're looking for the 3-2 split. It's finally a change of pace, but also a change of position for the Knights. There's actually 3 players on the defender side inside this B side, but it's Shanks up in the air. Does get the Blade Storm kill onto Genghsta. Beautiful flash, but here comes the cavalry onto the sidewalk side, and it's Van in the back. That's 2 kills for him, but Shanks is still activated with the Blade Storm. 2v2 right now with an alarm bar going down. The spike now going to get planted, and a rotate coming out from Scuba and Zip.
Vans, these rounds are so bloody. It's going to make it such a close game going out here if somebody can't get an extension of rounds. The fight now coming in. They've pincered.
Both of them pushing forward at least to trade that out.
Oh, man.
Fake tap right now as they're looking towards the staircase. We know now it's a fake for the attacker side. Another little tap for peek. And Poised gets the easy kill in the end, and that actually tags Supamen.
Yeah,
at least it pulls out the null command as we're looking for another quick execution into this B site. The lockdown coming out really quick on the attacker side too, and we are now pushing in. I love it that we're using the fragment to push out. Ban inside the spawn site, leaving one on his own. That's Frosty already picked off. Hunter's Fury out from Genghsta onto Derek as well. Even up the tally into this round. Spike is about to go down in the back of the site. Shanks also pushing it with his teammates. He just got pinged out, and Ban's pushing forward. Ziff, though, is the one that's going to take that kill from spawn side. Now inside the back is going to have to be the last three players of Rise. Nobody on the flank, just going to be... Actually, there is still one towards B main, but it's smoked out. That's Poised right now with that nano swarm. First contact is going to be Supamen at the bottom of the staircase, and they're just running down on him. Poised is on his own. Alarm bot to come out, but it's already going to be inside the side of us. That Killjoy. And Poised gets stopped right there. That's going to be it. The Knights get the defuse.
He's going to start getting his little feet moving already.
We're about to get this double swing soon. Nice little bait from Ban as he
word.
pulls out, and while he keeps him busy, there comes that swing out from Scuba, but he gets stopped by Supamen. Supamen's been doing pretty good in this map so far, but his teammates has fallen around him. It's only him and Poised. Looking to work towards this A site, but again, I want to sound like a broken record, but it's so annoying to play against the Frost Orb of Ziff so far. And thankfully, he has none left now.
Yeah. It always puts a damper on something you're trying to do, at least for a little bit. They walk in. Oh, traded right over the turret. Just on Jenny, the call is there. Genghsta gets another one. Poised goes down. Genghsta on B to start this round.
On this mid take.
Go for the alarm bot and back up, maybe. Yeah?
There you go.
Maybe? It's trying something different, right? You're at that point where you're going to do everything you can. Scuba pushes up, though. Ender talked about it before. A bit of Scuba's ADR, his potential to frag. Man's controller. Doesn't matter to him. He continues to find those kinds of frags and do things for the team. And they just take Poised right out of mid-gen.
That's the crazy part, because if he dies, that's all utility gone from Astra, and they won't expect this. Easy kill and an easy 2K, actually, for Scuba. One more to go on a 4 versus 1. Shanks at least 6 bullets left in that clip, and the triple crossfire,
Scuba.
and the Knights come back.
Yeah. Like, you might see a few stars recalled at most, but like a lot of the time the util is going to be dedicated to the site. Here we are, already through showers. Oh, shock dart right to the kisser.
A little bit of damage there, and then a body shot coming in. That's going to put Shanks down to low HP. Frosty almost getting picked off by Paint Shell, so we talked about utility to start things off, and it started off pretty well here on both ends.
Return on investment is definitely coming through here. And pushes forward, meets Neptune, and says good night with a ghost.
Oh, no.
Oh, Scuba has the push.
It was red. It feels almost that Derek had that. He was ready to know somebody was pushed down towards Sands, but as Scuba heard them running forward, he plays the off angle, chimes in. Hello, say hello to my little frenzy, and that's another kill in for Scuba now, and Ziff, they're just storming in. This is looking to be an easy hold in the end. Frosty making it alive barely for the prime. Wasted at all. Have a chance here to dwindle down the economy if they're forcing players inside this Viper's pit. And if you're looking at this Riv, it's still looking to be some sort of a 3-2 trying to take Showers control. And it seems to be the name of the game for Rise in the early rounds of this half.
And there could be a TP soon. Look at the push they have on B already. Kind of faking it. One in hookah. They have the angle from Ban here, so they may go for a TP hard pincer once Rise decides to take the site. Again, all this prevention. Remember what we saw from Knights on Ascent defense. Prevention on the other team getting into the site. And we're seeing Rise have quite the trouble getting in here.
That's a shot dart. That's going to take Neptune down quite easily there. And just like that, hey, we're putting the poison, the Viper's pit down. And that's going to be like, oh, I'm pissed off now because I was trying to clear that alone and it doesn't pay off. And everybody's dropping down. Beautiful crossfire set up here by the Knights.
Just getting a little rabid for this round. Takes the double push.
That short A, man. It's so hard to hold. At least Neptune's there at least to fight back, and Paint Shell's on the ground. Shanks is also there. So it was hard to start, but at least the teammates are back to avenge their teammates and come in for the plat.
I mean, it's incredibly aggressive A-hold. I think they're going risk-reward here. Oh, Neptune takes down 2.
Yeah, they're low, though. Ziff actually
3 now.
is up against 2 players that are very low for Rise, and you have no utility because you've used that pain shells before. Meanwhile, though, Ziff, he does have pain shells to work with. You're going to try to slowly creep out to take short, but he's just being flanked on the other end by Neptune, who kept pushing forward towards U-Haul. We have Ben with the op, and he's looking for this pick. A nice star. Grabbed it well on the top to push him out of position. Here comes the showstopper, but he can't get the satchels. He's getting sucked in, and he can't even get the rocket out, unfortunately. At least the Viper Pit's out, though. Ziff is inside the B cubby. We still have one on the top of the site trying to clear out the opponents, the defenders in the back, and it works out in form of Superman onto Scuba. Trying to dance away is going to be banned, but he gets punished out of that one. 10 seconds left. Gangsta's going to try to run in. He's spraying across, cannot get the kill, only after the post plant, so we still have life in the fight for Rise. Poised on the top, out of bullets, but at least gets the kill before.
Frosty?
But Frosty's pushing in. That Viper's Pit is still up, though, for Superman, and they're just playing on the extremities. Pushing forward is going to be Gangsta out towards that shed. Recon dart for info. They know that Shanks is there, but he gets a shock dart kill onto Frosty. Now Sova onto Sova, the mirror match, the swing out from Gangsta, and he gets it no matter what. And that's Gangsta going to work. That's a Gangsta.
For the gun, can he trade another one, Vans?
He will. At least that works out. The tip of the gun comes out, but the jump peak was a little bit too early.
Yeah.
So the timing falls in favor of Rise, counting their lucky stars at least.
3v3. They still sort the map out a bit. I like this. This is the first time we see Rise doing a hard flank like this. A hard flank, but a lurk. I apologize. So we'll see if there can be any motion made by Superman here. He's waiting to hear people run.
You wonder if they're going to do it off the Cosmic Divide. You could try to sell something there, but it's just going to be stars up first. Here comes the peek out, and a little bit too early. Now you have to commit into this B site. Thankfully, we're playing very passively because we have a Hunter's Fury to work with on defense, and that's Gangsta that's waiting to pop that out, and here it comes. 10 seconds left. We will stick it with the plant, but it's still going to be at the cost of the life of Poise, and he does get the second one onto Shanks. And it's been a while since I wanted to praise Gangsta on this map with this Hunter's Fury. Gonna be Frosty. Sees that barrel of a gun, but it's still a double peek.
Oh, I
Peekaboo
love
there.
that.
Yep, he falls, and there's that Cosmic Divide for the plant.
Great job by Rise to take this space quietly. Right. Comms are out. Rise gets in. Cosmic Divide is their way to make sure the A site is theirs. And let's see how this rotation happens. I think this is the first time they really caught Knights off guard and see if the post plant can work. They're all focused on one side here, so Knights does have a way back in.
Shot darts coming in here just to make sure that the pulsation of that ping from the Owl Zone, Derek could stay there and still hold U side. Grabbed it well on the ground, I think came out as well, but it's still satchel charges pushing forward. Ziff does get that frag onto Derek, looking back towards short A side where they have a double swing to come out. It's still traded off on both ends, and it's still going to be Ben going to work. Shanks is on his own, just got legged. Does get that spray, though, onto Gangsta as soon as the Cloudburst comes out. And that's no time left. That's the round for Rise. Much needed, but it'll be so difficult. Just walking through. You hear a drone. That's supported a drone on the attack.
Gosh.
And it's just working out so well for the Knights. Hunter's Fury to come out for the defense too, though. Will it connect? It connects onto one at least. But on the top of the APC, it's going to be Ziff. The kill there onto Neptune, despite plan to come down. And the last two to try to come back and save this round for Rise. One from the defender, one on the short A flank. Superman's pushing up as Ziff is doubling up with Gangsta inside you. And we have a late play into Showers. This is going to be so difficult for Rise now. Snakebite on the ground, countered by shock darts on the attack. Showstopper to come out on top of that, as Ziff is just trying to clear space. It comes out, it connects, and this might be it, and it will be Ziff to pick up the last kill, and the Knights get the first win on the board. Or group.